What happens when your vibrations are too high without protection? When your vibrations are too high without protection, the world around you begins to shift in ways that most people cannot comprehend. You start to feel everything, every emotion, every thought, every subtle shift in energy within yourself and others. It feels like you are suddenly tuned into a frequency that reveals the hidden layers of reality, exposing both beauty and chaos in ways you never expected. At first, it feels like enlightenment, like a cosmic gift that allows you to see the truth beyond illusions. But soon you realize that without the right protection, without grounding, this heightened state of being can become overwhelming, even dangerous. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be too open, too receptive, too unguarded in a world full of conflicting energies? At the core of spiritual evolution, raising your vibration is seen as the key to transcending limitations, to unlocking higher consciousness, to manifesting effortlessly. But what most people don't realize is that raising your vibration without proper grounding is like opening all the windows in your house during a storm. Yes, fresh air may come in, but so will the wind, the rain, the debris, and everything else carried by the chaotic forces of nature. In the same way, when your frequency rises too fast without protection, you become like an exposed nerve in an unpredictable world. You absorb not just the light, but also the darkness. You feel the collective pain of humanity, the hidden suffering of others, the distortions of energy floating through the unseen realms. Without proper shielding, this heightened sensitivity can drain you, confuse you, and even lead you into spiritual burnout.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Imagine walking into a crowded room where everyone is speaking, but instead of just hearing words, you feel their emotions, their fears, their unspoken thoughts. At first, it might seem fascinating, like having a superpower. But as time passes, the weight of it all becomes unbearable. You start carrying energies that don't belong to you, emotions that are not yours, thoughts that invade your mind like whispers from an unseen world. The more you try to maintain your high vibration, the more you attract energies that seek to feed off your light. It's a paradox. Your light draws in both the seekers and the lost, both the enlightened and the confused, both the angels and the shadows. Without protection, you become a beacon in the dark, and not everything that comes to the light has good intentions. Have you ever noticed that the more spiritually awakened you become, the more you attract people who are searching for something, some form of healing, some form of guidance, some form of relief? It's because they sense your energy, your radiance, your heightened frequency. But not all who seek light do so with pure intentions. Some seek it because they have lost their own. Some seek it because they wish to consume it, to drain it, to attach themselves to it. And if you are not protected, if you are not discerning, you may find yourself constantly giving, constantly helping, constantly absorbing the burdens of others, until you are left depleted, exhausted, and disconnected from your own essence. There is an ancient truth that many overlook: balance is the key to all things. Just as the sun must set for the moon to rise, just as the tides must ebb before they flow, just as the inhale must be followed by the exhale, so too must a high vibration be balanced with grounding, with protection, with discernment. If you soar too high without anchoring yourself, you risk losing touch with reality, with your body, with the present moment. Many who awaken too quickly without protection experience what some call the spiritual psychosis state, where the lines between dimensions blur, where the self dissolves too rapidly, where the mind struggles to integrate the vastness of the cosmic truth. They begin to see things others do not, hear things others cannot, feel things that defy logic. And without proper grounding, without protection, Without guidance, this can lead to confusion, isolation, and even fear. But why does this happen? Why does a high vibration without protection attract chaos instead of peace? The answer lies in the nature of energy itself. Energy, like water, flows to where it is most needed. When you raise your vibration, you become like a bright flame in the darkness, and like moths to a flame, energies both seen and unseen are drawn to you. Some come for healing, some come for wisdom, but some come simply because they are lost, fragmented, disconnected from their own source. And if you do not set boundaries, if you do not shield yourself, you may find yourself carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours. So what can you do? How do you protect yourself while maintaining a high vibration? The answer is not to lower your frequency, but to strengthen your foundation. Just as a tree must grow deep roots before it reaches toward the sky, so too must you establish strong energetic boundaries before expanding your consciousness. Grounding practices such as meditation, breathwork, connecting with nature, and physical movement help anchor your energy. Protection techniques such as visualization, energetic shielding, and setting clear intentions create a barrier between you and unwanted influences. Discernment, knowing when to give and when to retreat, when to open and when to close, is the key to maintaining balance in your spiritual expansion. But beyond techniques and practices, there is something even more essential: self-awareness. You must know yourself deeply. You must recognize when your energy is being drained, when your mind is becoming scattered, when your emotions are being influenced by something external. You must be able to differentiate between your own energy and the energy of others. Because at the end of the day, spiritual evolution is not just about ascending, it's about integrating. It's not just about reaching higher vibrations, it's about embodying them fully, in a way that serves not just yourself, but the world around you. And so I ask you, are you truly aware of how your energy is being affected by the world around you? Are you protecting your light, or are you allowing it to be scattered, consumed, drained? Are you maintaining balance between expansion and grounding, or are you soaring too high without a foundation to return to? The journey of spiritual awakening is not just about reaching the highest frequencies, it is about navigating them with wisdom, with strength, with protection. Because true enlightenment is not just about knowing the light. It is about understanding the shadows, about walking between worlds with awareness, about standing in your power without losing yourself. Now, if you are ready, let's go even deeper. What happens when your vibration becomes so high that reality itself begins to shift around you? What happens when your frequency begins to alter time, space, and perception? The answer is both fascinating and dangerous. When your vibration warps reality, the hidden dangers of energetic instability. When your vibration reaches an extreme level without the right protection,